Okay, so we'd like to welcome you to Fabric Chicks Alive at 4 on Monday. It's February 18th. We have a lot to demo and show you today. Let me put mine on comments. Hey, Carolyn, how are you? So we've got a lot. Hi, Sue. Hi, Susan. Gosh, you guys are just like Johnny on the spot here. We have a ton of things we want to show you and recap because I know for a lot of you, sometimes I show you something and you get excited about it, and then by the time you get it home in the mail, you forgot why you even wanted it. So a lot of times we do things over for a while, or to refresh your memory. So, hey, Phyllis and Connie and Becky and Ann. Welcome, everybody. Connie, we were this close to stopping by your house and surprising you for a surprise tour of your studio and quilting. But instead, we went thrift store shopping and then ran out of time. So next time, you're on my list, Connie. Hey, Cindy and Stephanie and Joanne and Judy and June. And oh, June said she's in Vancouver, Canada. Did you move? June, did you move or are you just visiting? Hey, Beverly Ann and Peggy, welcome. Welcome, everybody. So first I want to show you, last Monday, which was the second Monday, and every second Monday of the month, we do a Christmas Prep 2024. So last Monday, we took Phyllis Holmes' original Christmas tree from her Trash to Treasures challenge. We took her original Christmas tree pattern and we did it as a free Zoom. So anybody can join that. If you want the link for the Christmas Prep 2024, just join Fabric Chick Stitch Along and we post the link there. So this was Phyllis's original version. And it's literally just little teardrops sewn together, turned inside out, and then layered. And she just top stitched across the top of each row, and then just added embellishments. So Stephanie made and Stephanie, I love these. The purple. We're gonna switch from black to purple. It's the new black. Thank you, Stephanie. She knows we can never find a Sharpie, and a purple one is priceless. So Stephanie sent us, she made a smaller version because she wanted to be able to do the project, but she didn't necessarily want to have a big project that she wouldn't be able to get done. So she made her teardrops smaller, and then she only made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. She made 15 of them. So this is her project. So she wanted something that she could do in the 2 hours that we did it. So super cute, adorable little miniature quilt. So these are the two of them side by side, just so you can get a reference to it. And we are going to write a pattern because in the class we realized that drawing a teardrop was, I don't know, like maybe equivalent to doing brain surgery. So we're going to do a pattern up. So if you need the pattern, let us know. In the pattern, we're going to include the small one and the large one, and we'll be sending that to you guys just free in your packages that you're already getting as soon as we write up the pattern. But I love this one. So remember when Connie and Phyllis, or Connie and Stephanie and a bunch of people were bidding on these little doilies here. So Stephanie obviously was the winner of one of the packages, and she used the little doily for this cute little Christmas tree. And then instead of binding, which I thought was so unique, so here is the raw edge of her quilt. She pinked it, and then she did this cute little ruffle frame as the binding. So super adorable, super easy, and she was able to pretty much get it done in the 2 hours that we did the free Zoom. So I just wanted to show you that because I just got it in the mail today. And then we are, I'm going to do the Scrappy Tape Demo. Oh yeah, Victor, thank you for always reminding me. So if you guys could hit that button and share. Susie, I saw your email. I have not responded to you yet, but I will. And when I explain it, I think you'll understand. It's always been a question to me also. Okay, I was home. We were cleaning up my sewing space. You would have loved the mess. Connie, I know. Next time, just be prepared. Get your sewing room clean because you never know when we're going to do a pop-in Zoom or pop-in Facebook Live. Okay, I'm going to do the demo first, and then I'm going to show you the different scrappy tapes. So I'm very much loving doing scrappy projects because it's hard for me, and I know as a fabric store owner, I should never say this, but it's hard for me to justify just buying new fabric. Like, I think you have to actually use it, and I think you have to use up the scraps. A lot of times people will bring me just big bags of leftovers from their project. They only use that fabric on one project. But fabric is not cheap, so I think we have to be smart about it. So Victor right now on Monday nights is doing a scrappy mystery quilt, which I am loving, and I'm actually doing it. Although I am starting to veer off a little bit from the pattern, only because we're almost done and I don't want to just put a simple border on it. So I'm doing scrappy tape for the border. So this is my scrappy, and I just did a table runner, which most of us in the class are doing. And then if we want to make it bigger, we can, but a table runner is a doable size. So this was my scrappy mystery. We're not finished yet. We're on part 3 of part 5, I think. So this is my scrappy mystery. And you can tell I just used whatever I picked out of my bucket is what I used. I really didn't think about it. But these were leftover bindings that I just opened up and sewed a 1/2 inch just to kind of give the eye somewhere to rest. So these were all leftover bindings that I sewed for my little inner border. And then I've got the bucket of scraps here, and I'm going to take the scrappy tape. I've already trimmed up this so far. So I'm going to show you how you can use up your little scrappy pieces very simply. And this is scrappy tape. It's basically a wash away interfacing. It just stabilizes because you're using all these little pieces. And yes, you could cut your own scrappy tape from leftover interfacing, but you've got to cut it, So if you don't want to be bothered by this, by making your own scrappy tape, this is just a convenient way to get it already done. So all I've done is I laid my very first piece here face up, and then I laid the second piece face down, stitched, and then I just roll it flat. You don't want to iron it yet. So here I am. I'm going to just keep on going here, and I'm throwing my leftover little scraps right here. So I'm just going to pick up, and I don't care. I just pick up whatever is next on my pile. I don't want to overthink it. I don't want to waste time thinking. It's just scrappy. So as long as if I picked up this exact fabric next, I would not use it next. So that's the only thing is if it was the exact fabric, I wouldn't use it. But I mean, I don't love putting those two together, but it's the one I picked up. So if you don't want to waste too much scraps, you can just sew them straight like this. Just sew them straight. You won't waste anything. But that's kind of boring to me, and I want it to be a little bit more like crazy quiltish. So I'm just going to start putting in some at an angle. So I might just sew this one, line it up here, and you want to make sure it's going from the top to, so when you flip it, it's going to cover the top. You don't want it, if you put it at an angle like this, and when you flip it over, it's going to be short. So you just want to make sure that when you do it at an angle, you have extra, okay? And I don't want to use up too much of this because I like that purpley one, with the polka dots. So I don't want to cover it up too much. So I'm just going to put it at a slight angle. And you cannot chain stitch when you're doing this. So I'm just going to run my little stitch here. And then when I get to the bottom, I'm going to put my needle up, pull it around, and pull it back through. Oops, I didn't cut my. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to iron it. with my little rolling pin, okay? And then I could clip this off if this little tail was getting in my way, but it's not really in my way at the moment. So I'm just going to grab my next little scrap. So you can see this truly is a random scrap. Like right here in the middle, I was testing my tension or something crazy. I mean, really, some people would just throw this away, but I can't. I must have been, well, I might not want to use that part either. I think I was testing my tension there too. So let me just cut this off because I don't want the threads in there. So that can go in a dog bed. So I'm going to take this here and I'm going to lay it down and just sew it. And then lift up my needle. I could change my needle. I always sew with my needle and then the down position, but I could change it to the up position just because we're cutting so quickly. And I'm going to tell it, go away, Remy. So the dog did chew my Scrappy tape, which was so sad because this stuff isn't cheap. And Gracie's boyfriend went to Walmart and Gracie ran into him and asked him what he was doing. And he was looking to buy me some new Scrappy tape. It's the thought that counts sometimes. So I'm just going to take this and iron it with my little rolling pin so I get flat seams. And then I'm going to pick up my next little scrap of something. I mean, I hate to throw anything away. And I think this will be a cute little border around my Scrappy quilt. Even though I didn't use all of these fabrics in my quilt, I think it will still be cute. And you can also do this with your leftover fabrics from a project and make binding. So it'd be a cute binding on a Scrappy quilt also. So I'm just going to pull this through, take my little ironing thing, my rolling pin, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to find something different. Some of these were wide enough, like right here. Those were wide enough that I just laid them wide ways. You know, that they were 2.5 inches. So I laid them this way so I could cover some extra room. Because it is kind of tedious, but really when you think about it, all of quilting is kind of tedious. And you might as well use up your scraps. So say that I had some pieces that were not long enough. Say that this was just half this size. I could sew 2 pieces together to make the right size, especially 2.5 inches. I mean, you could find some little scraps like this and piece them together. I'm probably not going to do that. I don't see myself doing that. But if I was using the 13-inch Scrappy tape, I definitely might. So some like 2.5-inch pieces together just so that I don't throw anything away. You know, if I was doing the 13-inch Scrappy tape, this would be too small, but I could find a friend and piece it together to make it the 13 inches width. So that is the Scrappy tape. And you can just keep sewing. You can just keep this right on the side of your sewing machine and always be piecing your scraps so you don't end up with a pile of scraps that are overwhelming. It's just kind of a fun way to use up your scraps. And I don't know what happened. Oh, here, I haven't done anything with this one yet. But when I was getting the backgrounds for all of my stars here, I just took all the leftover little tiny scraps from doing this. I took them and I just put them on a piece of fusible. I haven't stitched down, but you could just do free motion stitching. You could do a satin stitch around where the pieces start and stop. Then you're creating your own fabric. You could turn it into you could make a heart. You can turn it into anything. You're just basically creating your own fabric. You can incorporate it in tote bags. You could use it as a backing with an applique on top. So many fun things you could do. You could cut them in a circle and make coasters. Just all kinds of fun things, and it just is different. So that is the Scrappy Tape Demo. And then I'm going to show you, here are a couple of projects that Carolina Moore actually patterned she used with the Scrappy Tape. So if you want to keep doing the Scrappy Tape like we did, you can just sew the strips and then sew a main fabric in between them. So S143 is $10. S143 is $10 for the Scrappiest Quilt pattern. Let's see. I don't know if what is the date of the quilt show in Sacramento? Oh, Carolyn answered you, March 21st through the 23rd. Yes, Lynn, I can ship your package. I just haven't been in the shop. I left on Thursday and I just got in last night. S144 is $10 for the heart quilt. Nobody's stuff got shipped from Thursday to today. No, I started shipping today. So S144 is the scrap heart quilt. And then let's see. Does the Scrappy Tape tolerate a hot iron? So you can't, it says you can iron using a pressing sheet from the fabric side, but I don't know if my iron is too hot or there's steam or what, but it kind of ripples up. So I personally wouldn't wash it until like I'm ready to iron the whole quilt flat to take it to be quilted. If then, you're using that little rolling pin to iron it, so I don't think you really need to iron it, but it does say you can iron it with a pressing sheet. Let's see. Well, Susie, I store them in little plastic bins. I have like an old mail slots that I store them in. And I have them upstairs on racks. They're everywhere, honestly. I'm drowning in scraps. That's why I'm trying to find lots of projects for us to use up our scraps. Okay, let's see. Oh, well, welcome, Terry. We're glad you're here. The Scrappy Tape is what we're sewing onto. And I do have some. So if you're new to watching, we do this every Monday and Wednesday at 4 o'clock. And we put numbers on everything that we show so that you can always buy it. We don't want you having to go look for anything. So we do have the Scrappy Tape, and we have it in 2.5 inch, 5 inch, and 13 inch. So the 13 inch you can make just sew your larger strips together and like a string quilt, and then you can make them into 13 inch squares, square them down to 12.5 inch or whatnot. So we have S148 is $19. S148 is $19 for the 2.5 inch, which is what I was showing you. This is a great one to kind of try out and see if you like it, although I don't really know why you wouldn't like it. I kind of like the 5 inch because then you can use your bigger strips. This is for your smaller strips, really. But if you have bigger strips, you can sew that the same process we just did on the 5 inch and then cut it down to your 2.5 inches. So you kind of are doing the work a little bit speedier. I don't have a 5 inch one anymore because the dog slobbered all over it. So tragic. And then the 13 inches S150, and that's 49 inches, $49 for 10 yards. It totally looks like a toilet paper roll, but it is not. Okay, so Terry, for anybody who wants to place an order, you can call, but don't call right now. Call after the live, which we're ending right at 5 because we go right into a Zoom. But you can call after 5, or you can call in the morning, the number that's scrolling there, or you can message us with your info, and we can give you a call to get your shipping information and your credit card. I use plastic clear shoe boxes. That's a very good idea, Miss Spivey. Okay, so that is my little demo on the Scrappy tape, and I'm going to show you, I'll post pictures, hopefully I get my top done, my table runner done today. And then we will have, for those of you that weren't in the mystery, Scrappy Mystery with Victor for the 5 weeks, we will have a pattern for sale soon. And then the other thing I wanted to show you is, because we've gotten quite a few questions about the landscapey stuff that we do. So I want to show you that again. So I always feel like I'm showing you the same things over, but you either forget or whatnot. So this, oh, we're like squirrels. We can't stay on track. So we just got a bunch of these cedar romas in. They're 100% pure aromatic cedar, harvested and dried to protect its delicate essence. To activate contents, you just pinch the bag and then place in your drawers, closets, chests. But this is really good, especially for those of you who are doing the wool. Throw this in with your wool, and even if it stops smelling it, it's still working. And it will also keep, Roger read on the internet, it will keep fleas out of your dog's bedding. So us in Nevada, we don't really have to worry about that because we don't have fleas. But those of you in California and warmer climates, you might want to throw some of this in your dog beds. S60 is $8.99 a bag. $8.99 a bag for S60. And it's cedar chips for you to keep away the bugs and the moss from your fabric and your yarn. It's super popular at yarn shops. S60 is $8.99. Okay, so I want to show you, we do lots of landscapes. I believe that you need a binder to keep all your techniques in. So we do a Landscape 101 class, and this is what my binder looks like now. I might need to buy a bigger binder because this little 1-inch binder is overflowing. But we're just going to go through it real quick. Just so you can kind of get an idea of what we do in our Landscape 101 class. So we start off with talking about different stabilizers. You're going to need washaways, tearaways, all kinds of stabilizers. And a lot of times we don't even know what stabilizers are on the market, or we know that there are stabilizers, but we don't know what to do with them. So we talk about that because we use stabilizers a lot in everything we do. And then we talk about how to make your own patterns. So this here is the pattern that I used. Here I actually took 2 photos so you can kind of get an idea. I took this photo here of Lake Tahoe, and I took this photo here. It's basically kind of the same place. That's Emerald Bay. So I used the elements from these 2 photos. And if you take your photo and you put it into one of these little, what do you call them? Page protectors, and trace your pattern. So you can see here, this is my pattern. And all I did was trace all the elements from these different pictures. And then I take it to my printer. I tell him to blow it up. And you don't want to go to like Office Max or one of the print shops. You want to go to a shop that actually does big blueprints, because they'll do it for significantly less. Like if you go to get a big blow up of this little drawing here, like I literally take this drawing to my printer and I tell them, because I'm not really good, I don't know if I want it blown up 27% or 80% or what. So I tell them that I want it to be this size by like this size, and they know exactly what size to blow it up. So from that pattern, I created this landscape quilt. So in this landscape quilt, we have a ton of different elements. We have pine needles. We have tree bark using fabric magic. We have some thread painting. We have all kinds of fun stuff. But that's basically what we do in the Landscape 101 is we talk about how you can take your own photo and make a pattern, how you then look at the pattern and figure out what you need. We cover, and we just did a free class on threads, but we'll do it again. We do it probably 3 times a year. We do the thread class, but you have threads that are 100 weight to 8 weight that we use for these different projects. So it helps to know what kind of weight the thread is and what the thread is doing. And my best example is this right here. This was a pumpkin that we spent a long time we used a stencil and then we used fabric paints to do the shading. So it looked like this before I did the thread. And the teacher said you don't want to use a variegated thread because you want just texture. You don't want the thread to be distracting. And I said, oh no, if I'm going to go to all the work to do that stitching, I want you to see the threads, which was a huge mistake. Like sometimes the teachers do know what they're talking about. So I ended up with this really distracting, ugly pumpkin that I will never use. So you really do need to learn about threads. You need to learn like what weight thread is. And we do in the class, the threads class, we go over all the different weights and we do a little practice one so that you can say, oh, 12 weight is great. It's super thick. It's great for tree trunks. It's great anytime you want to add texture, but, and you want to see the threads. So we go over that. Landscape 101 basically is just so that you can learn all the different techniques and put that into your toolbox. Because if you don't know what it is, you don't know what you might want to use it for. We go over confetti. So in the class, I send you all of these page protectors with the little sample for you to make. This here is not the little sample, but it's you're going to just make a little piece of confetti like this. But this was a little demo we did using the confetti and steam machine so that you can see how you take the techniques and you put them into real life everyday projects. We do the double-sided leaves like this. They're dimensional leaves. We show you how to do that. So you can have these kind of falling off your quilts. And then pine needles, we show you how to do pine needles. So you'll get a little piece of wash away stabilizer. You'll get the netting, and we'll show you how to make your own pine needles. And then we create wood bark for texture magic, all kinds of fun things. So that class is April 27th. From 10 to 1. It's April 27th from 10 to 1. It's $65, but that includes the all of the different projects, the little projects you're going to make to put in your binder so that you have a little piece to remind you how to do it with the written directions. Okay, so I do have, if you want, if you're coming to the retreat, don't do this. If you're coming to the retreat, don't do it because that's included if you want to do it at the retreat. We include all the landscape techniques. The same day as the parade. What parade, Rhonda? I don't have a parade in my book on April 27th. What parade is that? I don't know. Okay. I don't know what the Pony Express parade. Rhonda, where's the Pony Express parade going to be? I don't think the Pony Express parade actually affects us, Rhonda. I don't think any of us are going to it. But just to show you, there's lots of projects that we do using those same techniques. So here is a pillow where we just did a cute little barn. This is a quick, easy project just to get yourself. Oh, in Genoa? Huh. Genoa, the parade in Genoa. Well, I've never been to the parade. I didn't even know it existed. What time is the parade? So here's a quick, easy project if you just want to kind of dibble your feet in doing landscape techniques. And then we do have kits for everything. Because that's how we roll around here. I do want to show you, I'll show you my very first landscape project. It was this, and I'm going to tell you, you don't want to start out with something like this because it's a little bit overwhelming and might take forever. So this was my very first landscape. And when I saw it, Donna Greenwald designed it, and I asked if she could come to the shop and teach. And she said, no, it was too big of a project. And I said, no, I really want to make it. And apparently most of my customers thought it was too overwhelming because I only had I think 2 or 3 of us took the class. So it was probably the most expensive teacher because we only had 2 or 3 students that I've ever paid for, but it really was worth every single penny. So you can see here where we've used the thicker threads for the trees. It gives it lots of umph. You really see it. And then definition, yeah, lots of definition. And then I used 100 weight to quilt it. So you really don't see the thread, but you see the texture. And then here we've got some pine needles. We've got Fabric Magic in the knot hole, which gives it kind of a big gnarly look. So that was my very first landscape class. So I do suggest that you do a smaller project before jumping in, but it's not hard. It's all the same techniques. It's all the same. You're just doing a lot more. I mean, each of these leaves were made individually, and you do all of the thread painting on a piece of wash away before you you make a leaf and you call that your element. So all these elements were made before they ever went on the background. And all the thread painting on them was done before they went on the background. So, I mean, I'm really glad I did it, but it was a little bit intense. But if you start out with something like that, then you know you can do anything. Okay, so we have a couple of other, and I know we have Applique Club on the 27th of April. We also, exactly, Terracotta, go big or go home. So we have Applique Club, which is a free club on April 27th. But if you want to do either of these projects, you're welcome to, and we'll help you with them. So we have the pine cone, the ornament in the pines, I think is what we called it. So this one is just embroidery and applique, very simple. It's just hand embroidery and hand applique. And then we took our skills and our techniques and we made dimensional. So these are basically the very same pattern, but one of them we took dimensional pine needles and we Fabric Magicked some of the tree. So just to show you that once you know the techniques and you have that skill in your toolbox, you can pretty much adapt it and add it to any of your projects. Okay, so we have, in case you want any of these kits, I have the barn kit, which includes your wash away. All you would need is threads. It's got your yarns, everything you need in there to make the cute little pillow. S149 is $32. S1, yes, Ann Lindenmeyer. Will you be letting us know what to bring for the projects you're offering at the retreat? Oh, Carolyn, no, I will not be. S149 is for the, hang on, Carolyn, I'll answer your questions. If you want to do a landscape just like the Tahoe I showed you with Emerald Bay, S148 is $74.95, and that is for all the fabrics and things that you need to make this Tahoe scene. So that's this scene right here. I think I forgot to send out a text for the, I totally forgot to send out a text for this. Oh, well. So S148 is everything you need to create the landscape for Tahoe. And then if you, well, after we do the landscape 101, maybe in the summer, we will do where you can get your own photo, and we'll go through the process of making your own pattern and your own everything. If you just want the pattern for Tahoe, S145 is $24. Thank goodness, Judy. Just set your alarms, because you cannot trust me to send the reminder. S146 is $29 if you want the ornament and the pines. And this one you can, super easy hand embroidery. Your thread and your needle are even inside the kit. So that's a good grab and go. Oh, Stephanie, I forgot to put the Bareroot stuff on. I'll do it on Wednesday if I remember. S147 is if you want the kit for the one that we used cork on. S147 is $44, and you could do any of these at Applique Club. And just in case you need some diamond art, I do have Stay Wild S150 is $25 in case you need some diamond art. Oh, Judy, I hope you feel better soon. Okay, bye, Connie. Oh, can you see through the cork? No, it's got gold metallic. You cannot see through it. It just has a gold metallic on it. Okay, Susan, I will. So that is the link. Oh, Carolyn, it will be impossible for me to give out a complete supply list for all the different projects, because Lynn E came in today and she had done the Christmas tree. I don't know, I just had it. The Phyllis's Christmas tree. So Lenny, we put Lenny in charge of, she's the activities director for us, which we're so excited. But she took this Christmas tree and she put it on the back of she put it on a tote bag. Super cute little Christmas tote bag. Well, like a backpack kind of a bag. And then she has, she's doing a demo on these like twisted stars. So you're going to need scraps. We're going to bring a lot of stuff. We're going to have scraps for you to use. We'll have stuff, Carolyn. If you have like some favorite fabrics, you could do that. You could bring that. But the stars I think would be cute to do. Scrappy. At least to learn the technique, you can do them scrappy. And then if you love it, you can go home and do something coordinated. S147 is for the kit for all the cork. So like we've got burlap in here, and the burlap we used on the tree. So just a little bit of, I don't know why we put so much burlap in there, because you don't use that much, but we did. And then the other things, Lynn has so many projects and so many fun games. So at our retreats, you can do anything you want to do or nothing at all. We don't care. We're not going to get our feelings hurt. If you have projects that you want to just come and work on and want to stay focused, you keep your blinders on and do what you want to do. We're totally okay with that. But we like to have a good time. We like to learn new things. So we'll be doing lots of demos and lots of different things. Like Lenny has put together these cute little projects for us. And a lot of them you can just do as demos, or you can make a quick one. Like here is a little silverware holder that literally is going to go together so fast. So you can do a little silverware holder for your table. Here's using your leftover canthas if you have them, or any fabrics. The canthas are great though because they're already lined. She made a little bag You can put a bigger strap on it, make it a crossover body bag. You can make it skinnier, turn it into a wine gift bag, all kinds of fun things. And then she's got a super easy, and this she used the scrap tape for, using up all of her scraps. This is a casserole cover, a casserole carrier. And then here she used just one fabric. So this, it actually has a box in there to keep its shape. So casserole carriers, or like we like to say, dessert carriers. And she's got some other ones planned too, but these are literally like 5-minute projects. And so it's going to be hard to give you a supply. Oh, these cute little, these adorable little pants she's got. So it's just going to be a ton of fun. Okay, let's see. Did I miss any? Who's that? 147 is the cork. And 147 is the cork. Are you doing classes on the kits? So Susan, I think you already have these kits. But you can totally do these. I'm almost positive you have these kits already. You could do these at Applique Club. The landscape, we'll schedule a real landscape class after the retreat so that the people going to the retreat and the people who do the Landscape 101 on April 27th will have time to do that and then kind of figure out what picture or what photo they want to recreate. So probably if you wanted to do this and you get this kit, instead of designing your own pattern, we'll do that like maybe in July so that everybody has time to figure out what pattern they want to do. As you can see, I have not finished from last Wednesday's. So it's a hot mess in here. Okay, let's see. Okay, does anybody have any questions or need any help with anything? That was so quick. I covered so much so fast. Okay, let's do some giveaways. Okay, we have, I don't even know what's in here. We have an Addie and Tina doll from Virginia Robertson. Patterns that fit the faces on the fabric, doll faces by the yard. I don't even know here's a doll pattern. So if you don't love doll patterns, the retreat is May 5th through the 10th. Well, Sue, I would say that they do have airplanes that fly, and we can figure out somebody to pick you up and get you there. Can I get a copy of the Zoom kitchen dress? Yes, if it filmed correctly. You want the Zoom? We're going to do another Zoom. I know that our Zooms are not recording right. I have a ticket into them, but they've been recording separately. So the audio is in like one file and the video is in a separate file, and they're not linking together. And then they're ginormous files, so I can't even send you like the video so you could at least see what's happening. It's not working. So let me, I do not know if that one turned out right. I know I have two that did not turn out right, and I'm waiting for them to try to fix it. Okay, so I have a winner for this doll pattern. I have Ann Lindenmeyer. So remember, if you ever win something and you don't want it, we're not going to be offended. You can just tell us to keep it or give it away to somebody else. I have Ann Lindenmeyer. I forgot how to do the sleeves. I did the burrito roll. Ann Lindenmeyer for the doll. I forgot how to do the sleeves. I thought you would say that. Okay. All right. Donna Baker, are you here? I'm just going to pick names. Donna Baker. I forgot how to do the sleeves. I did the burrito roll. Well, I think that's how we did the sleeves was, do you know when you're going to do your next kitchen towel? In April, Susan. In April. As soon as Victor gives me a date. Okay, we have a cute little Villa Rosa pattern. It's great for like blocks. I have Susie Brown. Okay, Susie. Okay. Let's see. Donna Baker, are you here? My sleeves don't get sewn when I do it. Okay. Judy, we'll figure it out. Okay, I've got zippers here. I have zippers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, I've got 17 zippers. Okay, perfect, Judy. I have 17 zippers. If you want a zipper, type in zipper, and the first 17 are going to get zippers, okay? 17, the first 17 are going to get zippers. If you want a zipper, just type in zippers. How long? Mary Minutes. They're all different. I don't know. They're all different. Oh my gosh. This is priceless. Oh, I might have to save it for myself. That's a piece of Eleanor Peace Bailey fabric. Okay. Let's see. I have perfect patchwork templates. Perfect patchwork templates. And I have Carolyn Gavernich. Carolyn Gavernich for perfect templates. If you ever get something you don't want, just tell me, we'll throw it back in. Sometimes you win what you dropped off. So if you're new to watching, sometimes the ladies clean out their sewing rooms and they drop stuff off, and then we raffle it off or whatnot. So perfect patchwork templates for the Dresden plates. Oh, look at that one. That was cute with the butterfly. Oh, I think Carolyn will like this. Okay. Mary Menz, I am rolling on the floor laughing also. Okay, let's see. There's like just junk in this box at this point. I don't even know what. These are like zipper pools, I guess. It's a bag of random zipper pools. And I have Fran Harris. Are you here, Fran? Fran Harris, are you here? Fran Harris. Okay, let's see. I can't find my pins. Fran Harris, a bag of zipper pools. I probably should have auctioned this off. We could have made a pretty penny. Fran Harris. Okay. And then let's see, what else do we have in here? How many doll people do we have? Are there very many doll people? Because I do have Cecilia, a mermaid pattern by Eleanor Peace Bailey, and I've got a whole handful of them. So if you want Cecilia, a mermaid doll pattern by Eleanor Peace Bailey, just type in you want the doll pattern, and we'll throw it in your basket. Okay, I got a fat quarter here. Don't ask me why, but do you have a retreat in the fall? Terry, we do not have a retreat in the fall at this moment, but we could work on it. I mean, we could totally work on it. Okay, I've got a fat quarter and I've got Mary Menz. Mary Menz. Okay, and I gotta watch the clock because we have to go right into the mystery Zoom at 5 o'clock today. Okay, I've got some ribbons here. I've got 1. Hey there, pretty girl. 2, 3. I've got 4, 5 snowflakey ribbons. Okay, I'm just gonna pull names. I have Judy Spivey, Terry Evangelo, Linda ABC, Joanne Garbarini, and Tara Coder. Are you guys still here? Okay. Are you guys still here? I've got Joanne Garbarini, Linda ABC, Terracotta, Terry Evangelo, and Judy Spivey. Those we've given away. Okay, let me see if you guys are here. Go lay down. I'll get you a treat later. Okay, I have a reusable bag here, and I've got Charity. Is Charity here? What do you want? I took you out for a walk right before we started. Okay, Charity. I've got Judy Spivey said yes. Joanne Garbarini, Linda ABC, Terry Evangelo, Terracotta. Oh gosh. No, you go. No, stop. Oh man, I would give her a treat, but I'm right here with you, Katie. Okay, okay, I'm just gonna pick other names. They're too slow. Okay, I've got Estelle Waldell and Heidi Emmett and Bridget Gregory, Becky Pugh. Oh my gosh, Judy, I wish I was coming to your house. Sue and Cove. Sue, I did not call your name. That's a good effort though, Sue. I know, Charity. I saw you were here. I put your name on it. Okay, let me see if I can find your name in here. Okay, you might be in here. Katie Banhauer and Charity won again. Okay, Charity, you got some ribbon here. Katie Banhauer. Oh gosh, this is when it gets crazy, Sue. Okay, you could be in here. I got two more that haven't been claimed yet. Oh, Becky said she's here. Becky said she was here. Becky. Oh, Becky, I don't know what I did with your name. Becky. Oh, here it is. Okay, Becky, I got your name on here. I don't want them, thanks. Yeah, I'd hate to clutter your world, Miss Katie. Okay, hang on. If you're new to watching, it's so hard to give things away sometimes. Okay, I've got Mel Gillespie. Here, those were no-shows. These are for cute little snowflake ribbons. Kathleen Rader and Mel Gillespie. Kathleen Rader and Mel Gillespie. Oh, I got another fun little 70s ribbon. Mary Beatty, Kathleen Rader, and Mel Gillespie. Oh, here's a cute little button keychain somebody embroidered. I have. Oh, Mary Beatty was a 2-time winner. She's probably fallen asleep though because she was here at the shop earlier. Hey, Mary Beatty, are you taking a nap? Getting ready for this? She's probably taking a nap to get ready for tonight's class. Mary Beatty, you won the button keychain holder, which you need because we've looked for your keys before. Mary Beatty, Kathleen Rader, and Mel Gillespie. Going once, going twice, going. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to just start scrolling. Tina Benedicto, Judy Spike. Oh, Sue Cove, you are a winner. Oh, Mary Beatty's a winner. And Mary Beatty, that took you a minute to respond there, girlfriend. Sue Cove is here, so I've got some ribbon for you. Okay, and that was it for everybody in my fun box. So now I'm just gonna scroll. I have Anita O'Donnell and Stephanie, let me write that. Oh, here, it would help if later on when I say who won that, I'm really gonna wonder. Let's see. I lost my pen. Don't put me in charge of anything. Anita O'Donnell and Stephanie. Okay, I don't know how many more. It's going to take me a minute to sort out this tonight. Stephanie I. Okay. Oh, if you get down far, there's like weird stuff, like rubber band. Here is a Fabric Chicks key carbide. You know, like you can, your key holder. Oh, Mary, you should have won this one. Chicken broth, bone broth, Charity, bone broth. I have to go back to the bone broth because I just got done with a weekend with my sister. Okay, okay, Katie, you're ridiculous. Okay, let's see, what else do we have in this fun little box? Okay, I have a Shannon Cuddle rope pattern. I have a Shannon Cuddle rope pattern. And I've got Judy Spivey. Judy Spivey. Oh, Judy, you've been lucky tonight. Okay, let's, an empty plastic bag. One of these days we'll clean this out. Here is a Fabric Chicks pen, a pen, and a Fabric Chicks laser light, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a light bulb of some sort, but I'm not sure.
It probably has the protector inside.
Oh, there is a piece of plastic inside. Roger's probably right. I'm sure he's right. He's always right. Okay, we got a pen set, and I just, okay, let's see. I have scrolling, and Laura Berlardo, are you still on? Laura Berlardo. Okay. All right. That's all we have for today. I'm going to try to, well, I'm not even going to lie. I am not going to even say I'm going to clean up this hot mess. Look at this bag. It's like a box of random. Oh, here. This is a good one. Here is, you can cut this up. This was like the end of a bolt. They always send us like weird, like they cut right through and send us weird things. So this is, you can cut this and collage with it. It's just random leftover fabric for collaging or whatnot. Here, I'm going to go up to the top and see. Carolyn Gavranich. Carolyn, you probably have the whole panel. You probably don't need this. Okay. Carolyn, oh, this one has a number on it. We had it, oh, an old number. I don't know how we get mixed up with things around here. Carolyn Gavranich. Okay, so if you are new to watching and you ordered anything, just give us a call and we will get stuff out to you. If you want this, be the first one to type it in. It's a color key so that you know all the colors of the rainbow, maybe. I don't really know. But I guess this is a handy tool for some people if you need to know all the different colors or you're matching something. If you want the color thingy, just type in you want the color thingy. First person gets it. Okay, that's it. We got to go because I got to get the live set up. We will see you guys Monday at 4 o'clock. Have a good night and go sew something. Go sew something. See you girls who are joining us in a minute. All right, have a good night. Bye. Bye.